Clayton Vargasy here with Cottonwood Records. I just finished interviewing our childhood friend and first ever monthly featured artist, Shawni Rae. Check it out. Walk us through the life of Shawni Rae from the beginning.
Sure. Yeah, so I was introduced to music from an early age. I started playing piano, I think I was about 5. And at that point I was pretty young and I didn't really have the attention span to learn how to read music. So my aunt was teaching me lessons and I kind of would just ask her to play something for me before I actually had to learn it myself. And I would just memorize what she was playing and kind of learn by ear. So that was kind of my first exposure, learning how to play things by ear. It just came more naturally than reading music. And then, years later, I continued on with piano lessons. And then when I got into high school, I sold my band flute and bought a guitar.
Nice.
And had so much fun learning how to play the guitar, kind of just on my own. I didn't really have formal lessons. I think I maybe had 4 lessons in total, and then just kind of picked it up, and enough so that I could accompany myself, and had a lot of fun just kind of playing some covers, and it was a great outlet for me to just kind of express myself in a way that maybe my awkward high school self wouldn't express otherwise.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved playing music. Kind of through college, I think I became a little more comfortable with myself and with performing, and I kind of just challenged myself to play, to try out to perform in a venue, and then from there I would try to challenge myself to play in a bigger venue, and from there I got more comfortable being on stage, and just kind of fell in love with interacting with others through music. And
artists that inspire you, who would you say are your most inspirational influences?
It's tough because I think, as an artist, I'm kind of just a sum of all of the experiences and all the music that I've heard from other people. But if I had to narrow it down, probably for vocalists, I would probably say Ella Fitzgerald is a huge inspiration, as well as Amy Winehouse. Even though our styles are very different vocally, I think she's incredible. And then as far as songwriting, I've never heard a Beatles song that I didn't like. They were kind of one of my songwriting sources for keeping things kind of simple, making it good but keeping things simplistic, and people will enjoy it.
And if there's one thing I've noticed just from searching your YouTube page and working with you in the past and some of the stuff we've worked on here, is that you're very versatile. You can't.
Thank you.
We can't just put you in a box in one genre, right? But what are your favorite genres?
I kind of gravitate more toward, folk rock, sometimes taking a pop or even R&B song and kind of putting an acoustic kind of folksy twist on it. I think it's a lot of fun to do, to kind of take a song in a completely different genre, even if it's more of a hard rock song, and softening it a bit and just making it kind of your own stylistically. Yeah.
Super cool. So you recorded 2 songs with us here at Cottonwood Records for the month, and one's an original, but the cover song you did was a Johnny Cash song, Ring of Fire. Can you just talk a little bit about the song choice, why you chose that song, and your rendition of it?
Sure, yeah. I love Johnny Cash, first of all, and I think one thing that I didn't realize initially when I heard the song was that it was actually written by his wife, June Carter Cash.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
Who was a great songwriter, and I love June too. As I was deciding what song to choose, I was originally going to go with something that was completely different, and then I decided, this isn't quite right, and I was reviewing different songs that I might want to cover, and it sounds kind of, a little bit cliche, but that song kind of just speaks to me. It has such a beautiful melody, and even though my rendition is quite a bit different, I think the message it's kind of beautiful, that love is, it's a burning thing, and it's easy to get kind of caught up in everything as it's happening so fast, especially in the beginning stages of love, and I just love the song, so.
Awesome. That wraps up the interview here. Where can people go to follow Shawni Rae?
Through my social media links is probably best. You can either go to my website, shawnirae.com, or find me on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter or Instagram.
Cool. You can follow us on Facebook, find us on Twitter or YouTube. It's all at Cottonwood Records, so stay tuned for more.